Extracurricular involvement, outstanding faculty, and leadership opportunities are all part of what makes student success possible at the University of Central Missouri. Dale Carter is living proof. He graduated from UCM in 1972. After serving 20 years in the U.S. Army, Carter retired as a lieutenant colonel. He returned to his alma mater for a rewarding second career, working in both faculty and administration capacities.
I first came on campus spring of 1968 and met with Dr. Coleman. It was actually trying out for drum major in the spring before I came to school in the fall. Didn't really expect to get the position, but got selected. And working with Dr. Coleman, that was a great role model for me to start off with as a freshman.
It was kind of interesting because he was too short to be a drum major. He really didn't play an instrument in the band other than bass drum, but he possessed all of these traits of a good, solid drum major. He was a person who knew how to lead. He was a person who knew how to get people to get things done together in a very positive manner.
Carter worked hard to succeed as drum major.
Dr. Coleman used to be up on a tall ladder, and he would, tell people to do this or move there, move there. If he got down off the ladder and came out on the field, you knew somebody was in big trouble.
Carter says Dr. Coleman was an influential mentor during college.
I feel honored that he feels that I was a big influence on him, because you really want to do that. If you're a professor, you're here to help these people have a better life and go along. And so it was just my pleasure to be able to work with someone like Dale.
In 1968, male students were required to participate in ROTC training. Carter flourished in the program and decided to pursue a military career.
ROTC, we had a great cadre of officers. We had over 1,100 cadets. Then I kind of fell in love with the Army. Of course, this was the time when Vietnam was going on, and it wasn't very popular at the time, but I kind of found my niche right there, and I said, this is something that I want to do.
Carter earned a pilot's license at UCM and later became a helicopter pilot in the Army. One memorable assignment was serving at the Army's Arctic Test Center in Alaska. He is among the few pilots to have flown a single-engine aircraft north of the Arctic Circle. He survived that frigid duty, but did have a close call in Alabama.
I had my co-pilot in the front seat, so I said, well, we'll just go down to this next intersection and we'll read the road signs, we'll know where we're at. So, it's just before dark, and so we hover down, and we're at about 3 feet off the ground, and he's looking one way and I'm looking the other, and all of a sudden we hear an 18-wheeler on his horn, and I look up, and this driver's eyes are about this big, and so I just pull the collective, and we pop up, and the 18-wheeler goes underneath us. Just barely missed him.
During his Army service, Carter earned a master's degree at Pepperdine University. He returned to his alma mater to head UCM's ROTC program as professor and chair of the Department of Military Science. In 1992, his cadets won the 2nd Region Best Battalion competition.
The fun part was we beat out University of Notre Dame by, I think, about 1/10 of a point, and they had 50 four-year scholarship students, and we had none. There's a proud history, I think, with the ROTC program and University of Central Missouri.
Carter was a versatile administrator at UCM, serving in top posts in extended campus, enrollment management, and outreach and marketing.
After the first couple of times that I filled in and did some different jobs, people realized that I was kind of a quick study, you could say. And of course, I have some friends of mine that still call me interim because they said everything I had was interim.
During his service as Associate Vice President for Advancement, Carter's staff won the Gold Case Circle of Excellence Award and the International Collegiate Licensing Association's Synergy Award. In 2007, he won the J.P. Meese Award, named in honor of his friend and colleague. Carter strongly believes in community service. He's a past member and chairman of the board of the Greater Warrensburg Area Chamber of Commerce and Visitor Center. He currently serves on the Board of Education for the Warrensburg R6 School District and is a member and past Honor Club president of the Sunrise Optimist Club.
I think the most important thing about Dale is his heart. And he really has a heart for service to the community, and in this case, service to the students and the families of the school district.
Dale's personality really fit well with the business community. He walked in and he understood where the business people were coming from, but he was able to make light and joke with our folks and put everybody at ease right off the bat.
Carter is famous for his sense of humor, but he also takes action when things get serious. He recalls helping a troubled student who had been suspended.
The student had tough time and didn't have the finances to buy some medication that he needed. So I went and got him some help through financial aid, and he got the money he needed to get his medication back on track, and we readmitted him to school. And you know, the fun part was 2 years later, you see him at graduation with his parents, and you know, he came up and thanked me, and those are things that, you know, are very neat in your life.
When Dale assumed the new positions at the university in leadership, he became probably the most important person, certainly in many, many years, to create better opportunities for people in the music department. For the way he was able to work with Dr. Luberoff to secure sponsorships for events like the Festival of Championships, where businesses, especially Meyer Music, started really supporting the events. And he was so helpful to the band when they were preparing for their trip to Carnegie Hall and helping them secure funding through various sources. So you can't hardly measure how much that was that he helped, because there's no scale that goes that high.
Dale Carter retired from UCM in 2011. He enjoys spending time with his wife Barb and their family. Still active professionally, Carter puts his expertise to work, consulting for higher education clients. As he looks back at life in the Army and at the university, he says he wouldn't have done it any other way.
I can't think of a better thing to have done in my life than serve my country, my alma mater.
Dale, congratulations on winning your award. I don't think the university could have picked a better candidate to exemplify service the way you have done with both the Warrensburg Chamber of Commerce, with our business community, with the men and women at Whiteman Air Force Base, and the faculty, students, and staff at UCM.
Dale, I am so proud of you personally and on behalf of the school district. You have given to the school district, you've given to our students, our staff, to me personally and to our administrators. My best wishes and congratulations. This is well deserved.
Dale, I want to congratulate you on this very high honor, especially being the first one to receive it. And I'm looking forward to that call when we go to lunch together again.